I'm asking that anyone and everyone who has the ability take this video and mirror it on your YouTube channel or any other social media platforms that you can put it on. While these officers are nice to your face, they are working behind the scenes to have every single video of their officers removed from the internet unless they have control of the narrative. The following video is a traffic stop by Logan Police Department in Logan, Utah, recorded by Cashe Valley Transparency on YouTube. The recording occurred on April 15th, 2022. The reason that I'm sharing this video in its entirety, uncut and unedited other than this introduction, is because Corporal Olson with the Logan Police Department has filed a false privacy complaint on this video in an attempt to try to have the video taken down. It's perfectly clear, both from the Logan Police Department's policy and procedures, as well as in a conversation that I had with a lieutenant with the department, that all of these officers are well aware that they have no expectation of privacy in public and that they are subject to the recording and scrutiny of the public while in their official capacity. Nevertheless, there was a false privacy complaint filed against this video from timestamp 4:45 to 14:45. Which is the time during which Cashe Valley Transparency was interacting with Corporal Olson with the Logan Police Department. Officers with the Logan Police Department are now attempting to flag every single video that they are featured in on the internet, claiming that they had a right to privacy in public while in their official capacity and that people did not have the right to record and upload them. We want to make sure that because Logan Police Department is fighting so hard against legal and lawful transparency of government, that they end up being famous for retaliation against transparency on every single platform possible. Which is why we're asking all of you to please mirror this video as well as the next 8 to 10 that they've already flagged and that I'm already working on uploading. If you choose to mirror this and the tyrants make a false privacy complaint against you as well, I have my email in the description. You can contact me and I will send you a copy and paste to dispute the false complaint.
So we got this white van pulled over here. They got pulled over for no lights. How many lights on their van? And now they're searching the van. They got a dog going around. Buddy Alvarez is here.
Hey Randy, you can record all you want, just stay there, okay?
I can walk on a public sidewalk all I want to, man.
Okay, Randy, thanks.
Thanks for the false directives, man.
What's that, Randy?
Thanks for the false directives. Learn the law, buddy. Learn the law. You don't have to sit down if you don't want to. You can stand up.
Please do not interfere with our investigation.
Interfering's a physical act. I can say whatever the fuck I want to, bitch. Learn the law, dumbass.
If this individual's uncomfortable with you filming it, okay?
I'm in public. I can film anything I can see from public.
I'm letting you know what he feels, or she feels, okay? So
Shut up, Alvarez. Do your job.
I am doing my job.
Shut up and do your job.
No, he loves me. Yeah. He made me look good the other day.
Yeah, Alvarez is a piece of shit. Don't listen to him. You can stand up anytime you want to. They can't make you sit down on the curb like a dog. Maybe you should pull up your pants, Alvarez. Stop looking like a gang member.
If you interfere with my investigation again,
Interfering's a physical act. I can say whatever I want to, dumbass.
do not interfere when I'm talking to him, okay?
I can say whatever I want to, man. It's called freedom of speech. Alvarez is just a punk ass bitch. That's all he is. Doesn't even know the interfering law. Go back to Bridgerland Technical College, man. Learn the law. Stupid ass.
How are you, Randy?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
How are you?
Good, man. How are you tonight?
Well, we're surviving.
Yeah? That's good. I don't think I met you before.
Corporal Olson.
Nice to meet you.
Same last name as you. Even the same spelling.
There you go. How's your night going?
Oh, it's going. It's been pretty busy.
I know it has.
It's one of those nights. Some are worse than others.
Yeah, Friday, Saturdays, man. You got well, it's kind of covered by clouds right now, but you almost got a full moon tonight.
Yeah. It's interesting sometimes how that works.
Yeah, brings out the craziness.
Well, that and it's everybody's got spring fever.
Yeah, I was talking to an officer earlier. He said every time there's a full moon, his dogs just start barking like crazy. I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess that brings out the old wolf in them, you know?
Yeah. It's where most of them all originate from.
Yep.
Out of the wolf side of it. Yeah, and then when you start getting the warm nights, man, it goes all night.
Yeah. I wish it would warm up again.
So do I.
Yeah. They're cuffing her. Hey, man, I'm on a public sidewalk. I'm just walking, man. I'm just making sure Alvarez doesn't beat anybody up. He's kind of a thug. I've had very good conversations with many of your officers, and he's the worst one I've ever had to deal with.
I'm sorry about
By
that.
far. They've been searching inside the car. I know they called for a dog, but I don't see no dogs here, so I don't know if they even came by and looked at it or not. You know, the interfering has to be a physical act, right?
I'm not going to argue with you about any of the legal stuff.
I know, because you guys don't know the law.
We actually
Does it? What's the Third Amendment to the Constitution? Exactly. You swore an oath to the Constitution, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to argue with you, Randy.
I'm not trying to argue, man. I'm just
Well-
trying to have a nice conversation. You've been pretty polite to me so far.
And
I appreciate that.
I'll continue to be polite with you, but I'm not gonna go through verbiage of different statutes and law. I mean,
So-
I can pull them up and we can go word for word. It's fine.
So, if you don't want to discuss verbiage of laws, then how are you going to arrest somebody for a verbiage of a law you don't understand? Like Alvarez does not understand the interfering law. Has to be a physical act. I can say whatever I want to, Alvarez. Dumbass tyrant. You got what?
Yeah.
Multiple other officers here. Those guys have been friendly to me. Alvarez has been the piece of shit. Like always.
I thought we were friends. Made me look good in the first video.
Shut up, bitch. Do your job. Don't plant any evidence in that van, alright?
Randy also upset. Oh, man.
Pull up your pants. Look like a professional. Don't look like a gang member, man. Pull up your pants like a professional member of the police force. Should learn your laws, Alvarez. Got your ID card on you?
My ID card?
Yep.
I don't need to have it on me.
Yeah, you do. It's part of your policy.
Is it?
Yep. Anytime a citizen asks for your ID card, you're supposed to show it to them.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen tonight.
That's not going to happen tonight?
Nope.
What's your name?
I've already told you who I am.
What's your name?
Randy, I already told you who
What's
I
your
am.
name?
I'm Officer Olson.
What's your first name?
It doesn't matter.
Sure does, because I'm going to file a complaint on you for not having your ID card on you like you're supposed to.
Okay.
I can show it to you in your policy, man.
Okay.
I've read all 536 pages of your policy.
That sounds pretty boring.
Yeah, because you obviously haven't read it.
I've read every bit of it.
Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it, man.
Okay.
You don't have your ID card.
I have my ID card on me, and I'm not showing it to you.
You're not going to show it to me?
I don't need to.
Okay. Perfect. I'm glad you just said that on camera.
Okay.
So that'll be good for your lieutenants and stuff to look at.
All right, that'll be fine.
And you'll have a policy violation on your record now.
That'll be just fine.
Perfect.
You know how to file a complaint, so.
I sure do, man. Not that they matter at all. You guys just watch each other's backs out here. You guys have been free and clear to do whatever you want to for how many years now? Not anymore.
Is that how it works?
Not anymore, man. I think it's maybe 512, policy 512 or something like that. I could look it up, but
Yeah.
something like that. Here's the last car, right? Right? This.
It is. What do you need from them?
Tyrant thug just following me around.
Let's make sure I get my screen out of the way so that you don't play the game.
212817. Thanks for being friendly, man.
Yep, you got it.
104.6.21 of your policy states you have to have your ID card and give it to any citizen who asks. Do you understand that, Corporal? Yeah, kick rocks, bitch. Man, they got a big vehicle to search here. Yeah, I was over on Riverwalk. There's a lot of shit going on over there. And I was like, and then I heard this. And I was like, oh, this is going to be even better. So I got here a little later than I wanted to, but
I was the one down at Riverwalk for like 3 incidents.
Yeah, there was like the guy wasn't ODing, was he? He's okay.
No, he's okay. Yeah.
Probably just got too drunk and stupid. You guys couldn't even find the damn apartment. I was like, shit, that sucks, man. Hopefully he's okay.
Like, hey, is everybody okay here? I'm like, oh yeah.
So you heard K9 was like, oh, that's going to be way more exciting than some guy overdosing on alcohol?
Well, I was driving down Main, and I seen him pull the van over, and the van didn't have any lights on when he pulled them over, and I was like, oh, being pulled over for no lights on, you know? Yeah, and then I heard the K9, and I was like, oh, that'll be way more exciting than whatever the hell's going on in Riverwalk, because I can't, like, I could go walk over there and stuff like that, but because they're apartments, like, I can't go inside. I can't see nothing, so it's kind of boring for people.
You didn't see the dog, did you?
Here?
Yeah.
No, I got here after the dog.
Oh man, that was my
I know, that's
time
what.
To shine. You didn't even see me.
I know, man.
Hey everybody, it's James Freeman. Today is day 2 out of 10 of exposing Logan, Utah Police Department for fighting against transparency using false claims to private companies as well as false criminal charges. Members of the Logan Police Department are attempting to have every single video of them scrubbed from the internet, which is why we're asking everyone watching this to please mirror it on your YouTube channel or any other social media platform that you can. On day 2, we show Corporal Olson refusing to show his ID badge as his own department policy requires, and then go into the complaint that's filed with the department for the policy violation. I will say that I believe that most of these policies are absolutely arbitrary, ridiculous, and petty. But they are their policies, not ours. As I've shown over the years on my channel, government makes all kinds of rules. They call them legislation, codes, statutes, laws, and then they refuse to obey them. Then they make their own policies within their departments, which often violate the law. And then they even refuse to obey their own policies. For the record, I think it's ridiculous that every officer should have to provide an ID card to every jackass that walks up and demands it. But on that note, I'd also like to take a line out of their book. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Stay tuned because you guys won't believe what this department does in response to someone filing a complaint about an officer violating their own policy.
Got your ID card on you?
My ID card?
Yep.
I don't need to have it on me.
Yeah, you do. It's part of your policy.
Is it?
Yep. Anytime a citizen asks for your ID card, you're supposed to show it to them.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen tonight.
That's not going to happen tonight?
Nope.
What's your name?
I've already told you who I am.
What's your name?
Randy, I already told you who I am.
What's your name?
I'm Officer Olson.
What's your first name?
It doesn't matter.
Sure does, because I'm going to file a complaint on you for not having your ID card on you like you're supposed to.
Okay.
I can show it to you in your policy, man.
Okay.
I've read all 536 pages of your policy.
That sounds pretty boring.
Yeah, because you obviously haven't read it.
I've read every bit of it.
It doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it, man.
Okay.
You don't have your ID card.
I have my ID card on me, and I'm not showing it to you.
You're not going to show it to me?
I don't need to.
Okay. Perfect. I'm glad you just said that on camera.
Okay.
So that'll be good for your lieutenants and stuff to look at.
All right, that'll be fine.
And you'll have a policy violation on your record now.
That'll be just fine.
Perfect.
You know how to file a complaint, so.
I sure do, man. Is there a lieutenant I can hand this to and get a copy of it, please?
Yes, one moment.
All right. How we doing today? Pretty good, man. Do you have your ID card on you?
I don't have it with me.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's actually being redone. How's that? Went through the wash.
Went through the wash? All right.
Thank you.
I just want a copy of it, please.
You want a copy?
Yes, please. What you guys got going on here today?
I'm sorry, what?
You got the dedication for the new library going on today?
Yeah, I think it's around 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So the complaint was filed on Corporal Olson for violating policy 1046.2.1 that says that he's supposed to show a department-issued ID when asked for it by a citizen. But rather than finding that Corporal Olson's actions didn't meet policy, they changed the policy to meet Corporal Olson's actions. 3 days later, on the department's official website, the policy was changed, and Corporal Olson was found to have done nothing wrong. Now again, I can't stress enough how petty and ridiculous I think this issue actually is, but it's a perfect representation of the way that government typically works. There's all kinds of silly and ridiculous rules for you and I to obey, and if we don't, we get punished with fines and/or loss of liberty. But people who call themselves government have a history of making themselves unaccountable to their own rules. I also want to point out the fact that I never would have covered this video on my channel if it weren't for the fact that the Logan Police Department is trying to have this video scrubbed from the internet. That is why I'm inviting anyone and everyone with the ability to download this video and re-upload it to your own YouTube channel or any other social media platforms you may have. I feel that it's important that no matter how big or small, or even how petty the story, that we do not allow government to infringe on the First Amendment by trying to have stories that they don't like taken down. If you have any questions or concerns about the Logan Police Department and/or its representatives infringing on free press, contact information is in the description below.
Logan City Police Department.
Hey, how you doing this afternoon?
Getting old and gray. What can I do for you?
Are you getting a lot of calls today?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Are you guys changing bad behavior yet, or?
Changing what behavior?
The bad behavior of making false privacy claims.
Well, I'll tell you what. When individuals call anonymously and start calling us foul names and using foul language, we don't have to put up with that. And none of these individuals are here being videotaped and put on an international forum either.
Okay.
So unless they are agreeing to, unless they want to be put on an international forum also, we have the same rights as they do.
Right, and it appears that you fail to understand those rights. You have no right to privacy, ma'am. Just listen. You got no right to privacy.
You know how many individuals I have listened? Quote. I'm done.
Oh, okay. So if you're not going to, I hope you understand. This is James. I'm the one who's going to keep reposting and giving and helping you understand the Streisand effect. You're either going to learn or you're not. But we are going to keep legally, lawfully publishing stories about your bad behavior.
Logan City Police?
Hey, I think I already spoke to you just a moment ago. Is that right?
Nope, I didn't talk to you.
Oh, okay. Are you guys getting a lot of calls today?
We sure are.
Okay. Are we fixing the bad behavior?
Yep, we're on it.
Okay. So you guys are going to stop trying to fight against transparency. Is that right?
As far as I know, yes. We are going to also do all the things to make everybody happy.
Okay. Within the law, legally, lawfully, you're gonna stop fighting transparency, you mean, right?
Well, we're going to have our rights and respect the rights of others.
Excellent. So you'll stop expecting privacy in a public place. Is that correct?
Have a good day.
Okay.
Logan City Police, Lieutenant Randall.
Hey, Lieutenant Randall, it's James. I spoke to you yesterday.
Hey, James, what's going on?
Oh, same old, man. I'm tired of this.
Cool.
I'm tired of this one. I want to move on to the next one.
Oh, of course. There's always the next one, right?
There is. Then there's
course.
like I said yesterday, usually there's a lot worse than you guys, but right now Logan Police Department is #1 in the nation. What are we doing?
Cool. What are we doing?
Yeah.
So I took your information. I took your information to the city attorney yesterday. About I don't know what time we got done talking.
Okay.
And he is contacting. I don't know, our insurance carriers. That makes sense. Those Logan City has insurance. We have a large deductible, but we do have insurance. And our insurance carrier is nothing but a bunch of lawyers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And they're researching what you're assuming, and hopefully we'll have some direction by the end of today or tomorrow on what you're saying.
Sure.
So that's what we're doing.
Okay. All right. Are people in the department still filing these false privacy complaints or no?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. It would be appreciated if you decide to share this video, if you would put a link to Cashe Valley Transparency, the original creator of all of these videos. Many of the original videos can't be found on his channel anymore because of the retaliatory action of Logan Police. He does, however, make regular updates on his channel that you can keep up with. And as far as the videos that may get deleted, as you can see, they're going to continue to be reposted on dozens of channels and other platforms all over the internet. Thank you so much to every single one of you out there who is helping to fight for transparency and truly free press.